Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
William Knibb student sentenced to 4 years and 10 months for murder. The 17-year-old William Knibb Memorial High School student, who pleaded guilty to manslaughter in connection with the stabbing death of fellow student Kamal Hall, was sentenced to 4 years and 10 months. Justice Andrea Thomas handed down the ruling in the matter on Monday in the St. James Circuit Court. She explained that she took into consideration a number of factors when coming to her decision. Hall was fatally stabbed during a dispute at school allegedly over a card ring in March of this year. The accused was subsequently charged, and in November he pled guilty. Adona is mourning the loss of 9-year-old son. Dancehall entertainer Adona and his wife Kimberly Megan are yet to comment publicly on the death of their 9-year-old son, King Khalif Lawrence. Members of his immediate family, including brother and manager, Lovercam and labor mate Governor, have also been silent. News of his death sent shockwave throughout the industry, and fans and peers of the 4th General DJ expressed condolences and offered support to the grieving family. Reports are that young Khalif succumbed to his battle with brain cancer. His illness was not made public by family. However, both Adona and Kimberly have been noticeably absent from social media, coupled with the DJ's limited presence on the music scene. News have been pouring in from all over the globe, including from PNP leader Mark Golding. Born Sheldon Lawrence, Adona and longtime partner Kimberly tied the knot in 2016. Man shot during long-hour standoff with police in Mandeville. A man has been hospitalized after he was shot during a confrontation with the police following a bizarre series of events which unfolded in Mandeville on Monday afternoon. A senior police source said about 2 p.m., the man, who is believed to be of an unsound mind, removed a clamp from a vehicle that was parked in the no-parking zone near the town centre on Manchester Road. A team of municipal police responsible for clamping the vehicle chased the man to the parking lot of Bankhouse Mall off Mandeville Road. He removed the clamp and placed it in the car trunk. The municipal team, called the police, and they responded and ended up on Bankhouse Mall, where there was a standoff for over an hour, so they called for backup and summoned the mental health unit. In the process of treating him, he attacked them, the police source said. It is reported that the man, armed with a knife, attacked both the police and the healthcare workers. A video, which has gone viral on social media, shows the man holding stones and resisting to comply with the police before being shot in his foot. He was taken to the hospital, where he has been admitted for treatment. The Independent Commission of Investigations (INDECOM) is probing the incident. Elderly returning residents robbed of guns, cash in Westmoreland. 2 elderly returning residents were robbed of a licensed firearm, a shotgun, and $300,000 cash when 4 men armed with guns entered their residence at Torrington District, Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland on Monday morning. According to the police report, the 78-year-old man and his 79-year-old wife were at home sitting in their backyard shortly after midday when they were confronted by armed men wearing masks. The thieves then reportedly tied up the elderly man and proceeded to rob him of his firearm along with some rounds of ammunition. His Remington 12-gauge shotgun, along with 5 12-gauge cartridges, both valued at $270,000, were also stolen. The men then ransacked the house and robbed them of cash amounting to $300,000. The thieves later escaped through a grill at the side of the house, which was observed to be the point of entry, the police report stated. Investigations are ongoing. Wage negotiations ongoing for teachers, JTA tells members. The Jamaica Teachers Association is advising its members that the union remains in dialogue with the Ministry of Finance and Public Service as it relates to the compensation restructuring exercise. In stressing in a release Monday that negotiations are ongoing for teachers, the JTA told members that no pronouncements by government at this time applies to this sector, particularly those represented by the JTA. The association awaits the conclusion of all deliberation with our employers and anticipate as well favorable adjustment to the compensation package on behalf of all our members, the JTE said. 14 public sector unions covering 60,000 workers last month inked a wage agreement with the government, giving workers a 4% increase for a year. Meanwhile, the JTA said while it awaits a response to a number of critical areas presented in the technocrats in the Ministry of Finance during a recent held meeting, it requests that the Ministry of Finance, through the Ministry of Education and Youth, also move with alacrity to attend to several other important matters affecting teachers. It said these include non-payment of a number of teachers for the period September to November 2022, non-payment of monies to teachers who facilitated the summer and homework program initiated by the Education Ministry during the recent pandemic, and release of hundreds of postcodes for the Ministry of Finance that will see teachers who have been working up to 7 years in schools receiving their permanent letters, which would enable them to access tenure benefits. PNP concerned about deteriorating hospital infrastructure and patient care services. Opposition spokesperson on health and wellness, Dr. Maurice Guy, is expressing deep concern about reports from some public hospitals indicating that there is a state of continued decline in patient care, service quality, and maintenance. In a statement on Monday, Dr. Guy said the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, must take full responsibility for what was described as deteriorating conditions at a number of the health facilities, and expressed that the health minister must ensure that the appropriate administrative and governance arrangements are maintained in all hospitals to deliver modern healthcare services. Referring to the Bustamante Hospital for Children, where reports of poor patient care and client mistreatment have surfaced, the opposition spokesperson said the health minister cannot wash his hands but must take steps to assure that people of Jamaica that their public health institutions can provide proper care and attention. Additionally, Dr. Guy said he was very concerned about a revealing newspaper report over the weekend, which detailed unsanitary conditions in many of the 14 hospitals and health centers recently surveyed. The report highlighted dirty bathrooms, missing toilet seats, and unpleasant odor as some of the infractions. He said these conditions pose a health risk and therefore required immediate attention from the minister and his team at the ministry's head office. The opposition spokesperson, in calling on the minister to acquire the appropriate funding needed for immediate maintenance work, he is also asking that the Ministry of Health ensure staff are properly trained in customer service, as he believes a lapse in the latter is affecting all Jamaicans, particularly those who cannot afford private health care.
The fact is that we have had concerns over time. We have asked repeatedly of the Minister of Health to conduct an audit of all of the health facilities. In fact, I will tell you that as far back as my sectoral presentation in May, I think it was, of this year, I asked for that, and in subsequent statements I've asked for that. I'm surprised now that the Minister is saying that he's conducting an audit of the hospitals and the health facilities. The fact is that the Minister has a board that he has appointed for all hospitals, all regional health authorities to report directly to him. He can appoint and he can disappoint the boards if they are not functioning properly in terms of oversight of the management, because that is their mandate. We have seen increasing cases of hospitals. We have heard of cases coming out of Mandeville where people have turned up to clinic and were told that the staff, the clerical staff, have gone on a outing and that they have to come back another day. The health sector cannot function like that.
Opposition stresses need for government to focus on implementing crime-fighting measures which directly target criminals. The opposition has stressed the need for the government to focus on implementing crime-fighting measures which directly target criminals. Speaking during a People's National Party Youth Organization Twitter space late evening on December 4, opposition spokesman on national security Peter Bunting said states of emergency SOEs affect all citizens. He said it is important that the government implements a strategy which targets the country's estimated 300 violent producers.
The Commissioner of Police keeps saying he has these 300 violence producers, that he has these intelligence packages or files on. And those are really the persons who the state of emergency is targeted at. Well, we say don't suspend the rights of 3 million people if you're only targeting 300. Find a spearfishing approach. Find legislation that targets just those 300. I am uncomfortable with anything that abridges or abrogates the rights of even one citizen. But if the society feels that it is necessary, then certainly let us make it proportional. If these are the 300 that threaten the society, then let's find a mechanism to bring some of the powers under the state of emergency to bear on those 300, not on the entire society.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share,